Good morning, Math 3. This is lesson 125. Today we are going to learn how to divide by 6, by 8, and by 9 facts. So you have become very familiar with our triangular fact cards for addition and subtraction and writing fact families for those. Now you can see from our Fact Master 125 that we will be writing fact families today. So if you have that handy, keep it there. We're going to get started in just a little bit. We're going to go through a practice fact card, and then we'll work through some of them together. So our first fact card is going to look like this. I have 42 as my answer. I have 7 as one of my factors, and 6 is one of my factors. In order for us to write fact families, remember we have to have 4 separate, I guess you'd call them questions. So what would be a multiplication question that we could write for this fact card? So we can write 7 times 6. Oh, let me just check how this one's written. There we go. Equals 42. And we can also write 6 times 7 equals 42. Now we need 2 division facts. We'll use the division box. So we would have 42 divided by 7 equals 6. And then we would say 42 divided by 6 equals 7. So that's our fact family for this card. So could you get your Fact Master out with your pencil and take a look at the first box? It has a 48 and has a 6, and there's a missing factor. What's our missing factor going to be? I hope you said 8. I'll draw that one on the board. Oh, that was an odd looking triangle. Let me make it a little bigger. There we go. Here's 48. We have a 6. Our missing factor is 8. Take a look how they have your question written. Your multiplication symbol is here, so that means that you need to do a vertical problem. So what are we going to write for our multiplication problems? We can say 6 times 8 equals 48. And then we can say 8 times 6 equals 48. Okay, on to the division section. Looks like they have 2 lines there next to the equal sign, but remember that's the division bar. So remember with the division bar, the largest number goes on the top. So we're going to write 48. And I'm going to choose 6 on the left. By 6 equals 8. So then this will be 48 divided by 8 equals 6. Okay, there so far? Okay, you can notice that the very last question on your paper is this one right here. So take a moment to fill that in, put this on pause, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, I am going to erase both of these so that we can move on to the second one. I want to make sure that you have time to practice all the different ways that they have these written for you. So we have 63. And their missing factor is on the left this time. So 9 times what will equal 63? 9 times 7. All right. So notice that they've written these horizontally this time. So what are we going to write? 7 times 9 equals 63. Then 9 times 7 equals 63. What division symbol do you have? It's not the division bar and it's not the division box. You have the division symbol or the division sign. So what are we going to write? We have to say 63 divided by, and I'm just choosing the one on the left, 7 equals 9. And 63 divided by 9 equals 7. Remember, if you need to, just put it on pause so you can get caught up. I'm going to move on to the third one. You're going to do these last two on your own. We have the division box in this fact family. So 72, my factor is 8, so what's my missing factor? 8 times what will equal 72? 9. So again, this one is a vertical problem, so we'll just go left to right. 8 times 9 equals 72, and then we'll reverse it. 9 times 8 equals 72. I tend to do it that way, left to right, so I can keep track of what I'm doing so that I don't write the same problem twice. Okay, so then we have the division box. Remember, the largest number goes inside. You can write those both if you like. Okay, so 72 divided by 8 equals 9, and 72 divided by 9 equals 8. So your job is to do 54 and 56 on your own, and then turn over the paper, and you have dividing by 6, dividing by 8, dividing by 9 facts. You all know how these work. Remember, 0 divided by 6 equals 0. Go all the way down. And I know that you've all figured it out, that it all goes in order. So that should be pretty straightforward for you to take care of. And then don't forget to do your guided class practice and your homework page. Thanks for joining me for Math Day. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.